Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to Gantoot Racing and Polo Club for our second match today in the Emirates Open Polo Championship 2024 between Bindrai and Emaar. Bindrai, of course, in the white shirts, Emaar in their green here this afternoon. Umpires out in the field, Peter Wright and Matthias Boveni. With Jason Dixon's third man, and the ball's already into play, and into play it is. Coming away with it here now was Khalid. Just loses play on that one there, but he goes, fizzes that one up forward there. Does Pinello looking for Khalid. Khalid comes onto it and drives that one in towards the goal. And first blood drawn there by Khalid Bindrai. 1 goal to Bindrai it is. Nice, quick, clean play there by Bindrai team. So the two teams back in the middle of the field it is here now. We'll go through the lineup in a moment or two, and they probably have a break halfway through this chukker. So the two teams line up, ball gets bowled back into play. Middle line out it is, and it is Chulu Guevara. Chulu pulls that one back, goes out and behind there of Rashid. Goes up past Rashid to be met there this time by Kian. Kian up onto the play. Kian. In behind comes Aiti. Aiti looking for a little bit of something out there, but the standing hovering over it. We get a whistle on the play. And we can see on the replay here, we get a shot from the drone. And the ball's been dropped down here now for a penalty for a 60-yard penalty in favour of Emaar. It's been dry. Have to retire back here this time. And it will be Aiti to tee it up, but most probably for Chulu. Aiti teeing that one up. Bindrai back in their goal mouth, looking to defend this one here now. Into a little bit of a head-on breeze, but it looks like Aiti Garros is going to be taking this penalty here. From the penalty for 60 yards. Circuit round up onto this one here nicely is Aiti Garros. Gets hold of it, strikes that one well, but it looks like it's just drifted wide out to the right-hand side. So wide it is. And the ball's placed down there on the back line for Bindrai's. Esteban to bring in here now. Cuts this one out wide, gets that ball moving, fishes that one out straight up there. But Khalid will try to come back to it, but it's going to be Kian to get onto that one here first. Kian, we're going back with him there. Of course, it is going to be Chulu. Goes with a shot in the air at the top of the bounce, but couldn't quite get the angle he was looking for on that one, and it just goes wide. But good pressure there by Bindrai. Running this ball from one end of the field to the other. Letting the ball do the work and having some nice open running polo. So Chulu brings it in here now. Chulu taps it up forward. Up there to his marker Rashid. Coming in behind is going to be Aiti. No, he does come in behind him as he comes by himself here now. There's Chulu. Chulu comes away from one. He's got Kian there in front. Aiti goes up the middle of the field. Over that shoulder up and fizzes that one up forward. Up the front door here now looking for Ryan. Ryan unfortunately can't get onto that one. Pinello gains possession of the play. Comes wide. Aiti picks it up here now. Ball flicks out forward a little bit further. Trying to get onto it there is Rashid Alabar with Bindrai. Bindrai comes forward with the play here now once again, but unfortunately for him, it hops out over the boards. I believe fair to say Bindrai and Alabar, cousins. And it is now Chulu. Play is called. Settles down on it. He looks up towards goal. He gives that ball a ride and pushes that one in towards the goal, but it's just gone across the face of goal. And out wide to the right-hand side this time. So on the back line it is now for Esteban Pinello to bring it into play once more. Pinello. Play is called. Taps it forward. Brings that one up there to Rashid Alabar. Looking to get him to make him force a play on this one here. Goes by himself here now, does Pinello. Pinello comes forward. Up onto the play once more, just short of the halfway line, and sends that one up the front door here now. Gives that ball a ride, but it looks like Chulu's going to get back onto this one here first. Chulu just shadows that one, in fact, out over the back line. And keeping Rashid Khalid bin Dry off the play. So he retains possession with a hit in from the back line for Emaar. Brings this forward here now. Taps it up. In comes Aiti in behind to give him a helping hand as needed. Leaves it, yields off it, leaves it for Aiti. Aiti just a bit of momentum on that one there, but keeps this coming forward, up forward here now towards the middle of the field, up there behind Kian. Keeps it moving forward, looks to go the other way, and Orpi opens up and tries to flick that one up, but he has to go back to recover the play, and Rashid comes in, spoils that play, tries to get back onto it, there does so, works well, but Chulu steals that one away back from him once more. Looks to get this one moving here now, does Chulu. Chulu up onto the play. Comes forward, Rashid coming up to his inside play, that he says that one up forward, up here nicely now, looking there for Ryan. Ryan trying to get inside there, but in front of him comes Pinello. Pinello there with Rashid, checks up, turns, comes the other way here now, comes away from the play, faces towards the goal, opens that shoulder up and gives that ball a ride, and looking to unleash Kian. Kian going back, trying to get up onto this one here in front there. Oh, Chulu. Chulu thought he had something. Umpire saying that must be okay, and he goes with a cut shot, flicks that one in towards the goal, does Kian Hall, and puts it away. Kian Hall making it 2 goals it is to bin Dry. And you can see here he got away there from Chulu, and a wristy little shot to cut that one in through the goals from Kian Hall. And the umpires are just calling a free change here now. The score being 2 goals it is to bin Dry. And Emaar still looking to open up their account. So the umpires in the field, we just have a view there. And we could just quickly go to the lineups there with a back shot of the drone. So playing for bin Dry, of course, at number 1 is Rashid bin Dry. On 2 goals, at number 2, it's Esteban Pinello on 5. At 3, it is Kian Hall on 4. And at number 4, it is Khalid bin Dry, making a 12-goal team, with Emaar being Ryan Alajaji with the number 1 shirt on here this afternoon. Ricardo Garros, 6 goals at number 2. Rashid Alabar substituting in for Khalid Romran on 0 goals. And of course, Javier Chulu Guerrero at the back there for Emaar, making 12 goals. So he started, of course, off 0-0. So the ball back into play, and at the back of the line out it comes here now, looking for that one. There's Alabar with Rashid. In comes Kian crashing through, looking to try and pick it up. Couldn't quite do so on this occasion. Chulu trying to control that play as he managed to do so, and leaves it now for Aiti. Aiti comes one way, comes the other way. There, inside there of Rashid, has to yield off out of it and leaves it now for Chulu. Chulu looking to give that one a nice weighted pass up the field, but shows a little bit too much of that one there for Kian. Kian comes on to it, sends the backhand, comes off the pony, allowing Aiti to try and get onto that play, but it is now going to be Pinello. Pinello sends this one up forward, looks to see where his man is, and he's got Khalid out there in front. Khalid up onto the play nicely here now, just cuts out into the middle of the field and shows a little bit too much of that one there for Chulu. Chulu checks up, comes back inside, he's got Aiti to give the support. Playing well, these two together, forming a train. Rashid is just going to have to yield off out of that play. And as Aiti goes up forward here this time, looks to send away to pass up there for Aiti, just loses a bit of momentum but comes onto the play. Guerrero goes up forward, pulls Pinello in close to him and sets it out towards the back door here, but Kian Hall's there to close that back door hard on Emaar, and in comes Guerrero. Picks it up though, faces back up towards goal. He's got Pinello in front, flicks it away, tries to get some momentum going forward and looks for the tail backhand to send it out there for Garros. Garros looking to come onto this one here now. Garros looks to get towards the goal on that one there, and through the goal is. Lovely little play there, very clever play indeed. In my book, by Chulu, pulled the man with him by putting him in towards the middle of the field. Everyone expecting him to go forward and try and play the next shot, self included, played a nice little tail shot, setting it up nicely there for Aiti Garros to open up the account there for Emaar. 2 goals bin Dry, 1 it is to Emaar, and back to the middle of the field for Barbeni to roll the ball into play. It's Pinello comes away with it here now. First 2 to goes. Takes it forward once again, opens that shoulder and gives that ball a ride up the front. He's looking there for Khalid out front, but going back with him well there is Ryan Alajaji, who just shields that ball out over the back line. So, ladies and gentlemen, that there will end Chukka number 1, with the score being Bindrai 2, Emaar 1.
We started polo, I believe, at the age of 12, long time ago. I went riding before polo, but I was on and off with riding. Then, I don't remember the year, maybe it was 2004, I believe. We got more into polo. We were training with Petraki, if you know him, Nico. And we just didn't stop from there, you know. We just every year improving our polo. There was a gap, obviously, when we moved for university, but now that we are back and based here, living here again, we are enjoying it year on year. Well, I'm honored and happy to be a part of this team, and as well with the support from my father. You know, he has a big passion for polo. He loves the sport. He actually brought the sport, he introduced it to the country. And being part of a team, you know, playing with my brothers is the best feeling, I think, in the world, honestly. We play sometimes with 2 or 3 professionals, like in the high goal. You play 3 pros, one Bindrai. We don't enjoy it as much as when we're together. Well, you know, Ghantut is a beautiful club. They have the best fields in the country, I believe so. They also support the sport for many years. They support as well the local Emirati players, which in my opinion is very important. Esteban Panello, you know, he's a great guy, funny guy, he's positive. Every time we're around the Panellos, they have something positive about them. He's very organized. You know, he manages a club as well, so he's not just a polo professional, but he's also more of a manager. And I think with him on the team and managing the team is a very big, it's important for us.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here now to Ghantut on field number 2. For Chukka number 2 it is, and it will be Chulu going to bring it into play here now. Chulu taps it forward. IT darts one way, goes out the other way, checks up as Guevara decides to go by himself. Chulu up on the move here now, goes by himself over the halfway line. This ball, we will meet it once more as Rashid comes back. Rashid gets taken on the near side, picks that one up nicely, but shows too much of him of it this time. Gets caught, turns a little backhand there. The backhand comes in, picked up there by Chulu, and we get a whistle on that play. You can see the line on the backhand had created a new line. And just trying to come back across for that play was Chulu. And so we have a spot penalty here now in favour of Bindrai. Panello to bring the ball back into play here now. Panello, little way to pass in towards the middle field to get that one up there for Kian. Kian comes up to this one here now, goes for the first time play, looking to stretch this Emaar side, but coming back onto this one first. Looks like it's been Rashid Alibar, but can't get onto the near side, couldn't quite get on there, could Cousin Khalid, but it's picked up here and sent forward once more there by Kian, and it's picked up by IT, hooks him off out of it. Chulu comes in, tidies, cleans it up here now for Emaar, but gets stolen and taken away from him there by Rashid momentarily as Chulu has to work hard to get that one back again. Does so, goes on the move here now, once again, same position we were just a few moments ago, up to his near side, sends that one up, looking there now for Alibar, but first onto it is going to be Panello. Panello in comes with a nice little backhand, keeping it away there from Chulu, and first onto that one there, it is Kian Hall. Kian coming onto it though this time, it is going to be Aiti and Rashid. Aiti and Rashid together there, working hard, trying to come away with it. There is Garros, but it's now Rashid has a bite of the cherry, but it's turned back in there by Aiti Garros, and he turns back up and sets sail once more. Fizzes that one up forward, looking for Ryan. Ryan Alajaji comes up onto this one in front of Panello, but we get a whistle on the play. It's on his left. Play it on your left. Let's see what we see there. just to be doubly sure to have no mistake whatsoever. Not quite enough room and speed there, unfortunately, for Ryan to swap over. And so the ball's being dropped down on the spot here. Four been dry. Emaar just been pushed back a little bit further. And it is now Pinello. Up onto this one here. He fizzes that one out once again. He's looking up there for Khalid. Gone up forward with the number 4 shirt on. Gets on. Couldn't quite get onto that one. Couldn't quite get the backhand. It gets called off. It does Rashid. And the backhand now comes in by Chulu. Chulu's backhand out there. Coming forward onto it is Garros. Garros gets hooked off out of it on the near side play. But it's the backhand of Kian. Weighted nicely out there for Pinello. Pinello comes forward. It gets up past one. Keeps his ball running forward towards the goal here now. Pinello in there behind Garros. Show and go. Couldn't take it with him, but Garros says, I'll take that instead. Thank you very much indeed. Kian optimistically looking for something, though nothing could be given out of that there. Though we do have Garros coming on to the play, but we had an advantage being played out of that one there. And we could see it quite clearly from Polo line. We get a drone shot on this actually first. And you've had to have had nowhere to go. Fortunately, just got caught in a bit of no man's land. And this ball is now being moved up for a penalty in favour of Emaar. 2-1 is the score in favour of Bindrai. Emaar looking to level it up here now, or it's certainly an opportunity for them to do so. IT just tees that one up. And waits for the umpires to call play. Player's called. Pops the pony back onto the correct leg here now. From the penalty 4. Strikes it nicely, it's over the top. Is it straight enough? And the flagman and the umpires say yes it is. Levelling up the scores here now. All the 2s on the door. 2 goals apiece it is in Chukka number 2. So back to the middle of the field it is now for Aveni to roll this ball in. Ball into play. Off the line out it comes here now. Rashid sends a backhand, looks to fizz that one up there for Pinello. Pinello says thank you very much indeed. He has Khalid going up forward as he gets pushed out wide there by Chulu. Chulu gets on that near side, sends a good backhand in towards the middle of the field here now. Garros trying to get onto it, but it looks like it is going to be Kian to pick it up here. Leaves it now for Rashid, passes it up, but comes off the pony. And next onto it though is going to be Kian once more. Kian there, being pressurised well there by Rashid Alabar. Comes in to check up, does so, takes the man. Well does Alabar, distracting Kian for a moment and pushing him wide out towards the boards. Here now is going to be Aiti Garros Aiti there, and Kian working hard. Kian's just managing just to stay in the plate somehow, and it's now going to be Aiti comes out with it. White just has to yield off out of the way and give room. This time coming onto the play, it is going to be a nice little weighted pass there by Chulu, but unfortunately it hops out over the boards. So players called. There was a thought of a change, so players being called, and it is now Pinello to bring it in here now. Pinello goes to the one-time shot and drills that one in towards the goal. He looked up at goal, but it looks like he's just pushed it across the face of goal. As the players come in to try and keep that one in, we get a whistle on the play. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we will go for a free change here now as we're about halfway through Chukka number 2, with the score being 2 goals apiece. With it all to play for out here this afternoon, Emaar have to win by a certain number of goals to get through to the nitty-gritty end of this tournament, which we have the semi-finals on Thursday and the finals here on Sunday, which will be a big day for everybody. So if you happen to be in the UAE, make your way down to Gown 2 on Sunday. be a full day of events going on, and lots of opportunities for kids and small people, as always here at Gantut. So the shorter distance for Emaar to change, they're already back on and coming back on the field. And from the other end we already have the Bindrai pros coming on, and the Bindrai brothers just making their way back onto the field here now. So the ball seems to be placed there on the back line or near to, and it'll be Chulu to bring it into play. And so players called. They have to get a move on, they have a minute. And there it is, the ball gets fizzed out here this time for Aiti to come on to. Aiti gets up past one man here now. Garros just setting things down on the ball as he gets a nice little bit of protection there from Rashid Alabar. Looking after Rashid. Comes in behind Kian now, does Aiti. Goes with a show and go and goes up past that man. Kian gets a bit of a hook in from around the back and he ends up coming away with the play as well. Kian gets the ball, bouncy ball at the top of the bounce, but Chulu just pushed him off out of that one there, trying to control this ball in the air as he gets ridden into there by Kian. We get a whistle on the play. Kian just striking his money himself, knowing basically that he's most probably in the wrong in that situation. And you see he's coming in to try and hook the player on the turn. Quite clearly coming in. A little bit late on that one there. In a good sportsmanship manner, of course, he goes up and apologises to Chulu. So the ball's been placed on the halfway line here now for a penalty in favour of Emaar. Penalty 5. Chulu counting up to this one. 80 up on the run here now. Chulu, he's got the range on him. Oh, he didn't quite connect with that one as much as he wanted. He wanted a lot more out of that one there, but coming onto it is going to be Rashid. Rashid establishes himself, yields off, leaves it now for Pinello. Pinello coming up forward here now. Just having to scurry out of the way there was Alabar, but going back there with Pinello this time is going to be Garros. Garros and Pinello. Pinello tries to bring this one under the neck once more. It just gets caught on the boards there, and Kian comes in and tries to give that ball a ride further up the field, but loses a bit of momentum. It regains possession once more, does Kian Hall. Kian Hall on the move here now. Next pair cancelling each other out. Rashid gets called off it and leaves it now for Pinello. Pinello got a little bit of space, who drives this one in towards the danger zone, trying to get onto that one. There is Rashid. Rashid looks to try and make the backhand. Well spoiled in the play there by Rashid Alabar, and it is now fizzed out once again there. Beautiful play by Ryan Alajaji, but nobody up front to receive that play there as Chulu was just pulled off out of it, and it's Kian to turn it back in once more. Kian yields off, leaves it to Pinello. Pinello comes away the other side, gets half hooked, but keeps this possession and keeps it moving forward. But he's got Aiti and Chulu there with him, and he leaves it now for Kian, and Kian flicks that one forward and spreads two players here now and leaves it nicely there. Oh, and yes, in fact, he left it there, did Pinello for Kian, whilst he was out in front, and the goal goes on the board there nicely for Bindrai by Kian Hall, making it 3 goals it is to Bindrai. Two goals to Emaar. So two teams line up there. On the far side, the ball gets bowled into play. In the middle of the line out it is once more. Gets caught in a little bit of a scrimmage and trying to pick it out of there is Rashid Bindrai, but coming through, bowling through there onto the play was Aiti, and we get a whistle on the play. Let's see if we can see anything from the drone. Just bulldogging his way through was Garros. And we have a spot penalty here now in favour of Bindrai. Being teed up there by Esteban Pinello. Three goals to Bindrai, 2 to Emaar here in chukker number 2 of this 4-chukker match. Pinello onto this one here now. Looks to give this one a ride this time. Gets hold of that one well and sends that one up forward. Waiting there for it is Khalid, and he tries to give it a bit of a slap on his way through, but unfortunately it just goes wide. So the ball on the back line here now for Emaar Chula to bring into play. Javier taps it forward here once more. Owns that shoulder and he sends that ball out here. This time connects with that one well. Up there for Garros. Garros on the move. Going back with him though is Kian. Kian trying to get in contention and keep him wide and keep him pushed off. There goes the first hooter. Checks up out of that one nicely there. Does. Aiti gets away from the first man, but just to be met there by Pinello. Pinello gets kept off out of that play. Good play once again. Great discipline by Alabar. And he tries to check up and come back inside here this time now. Does Aiti, but there's just too much traffic. And in the end, it does go through. And a nice goal there by Aiti Garros. Levelling up the scores here at the end of Chukka number 2. You had to work hard for that one there, but he was certainly helped out with the good work there of Rashid Alabar. So, ladies and gentlemen, end of Chukka number 2. It's 3 goals apiece as the players leave the field to go and change ponies quickly, and we'll come back after a few messages and adverts and interviews from Polo Line. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Gantu Racing Polo Club on field number 2 for our second match of the day in the Emirates Polo Championship. And we have all the threes on the doors, as it were, starting Chukka number 3, and 3 goals apiece it is. We just see that last goal for our Polo Line viewers being scored by Aiti Garros. Got his GPS out and filtered his way through there. And so it is now umpire Peter Wright to get this underway as Pinello joins his team. Bowls that ball into play. Off the middle of the line it comes. Aiti fizzes around, picks that one up nice and quickly here now. Up forward there goes Alabar. He keeps it going forward, but in comes Kian to try and spoil that play, but Guerrero's in there helping him out. Guerrero going forward here now. Guerrero looks to try and make a shot on it, but the backhand comes in there by Rashid. Rashid not wasting any time on it, but first to surface on it and pick it up and tidy it up once again and put defence into attack is going to be Aiti. In behind him, he has Guerrero there with him. Goes forward by himself once more. Looks to come in between the players. The players being Kian. Leaves it this time now for Guerrero. They've tied the two big guns up and he's just gone with the shot from a distance. And from a distance he puts that one through the goals. Does Chula Guerrero. Making it now 4 goals it is to Emaar. Oh. Goal judge was convinced. He was sure of that. But they've overruled it. It's 3 it is. No goal to be given. So the ball's been placed on the back line here now. Kian to bring it in. Pinello goes forward, goes under the neck with that one there. Up 4. Pinello, but coming across onto this one first will be Guerrero. Guerrero picks it up here. Well, read that one well. Checks up, turns, faces forward once more. Aiti in there behind, yields off, leaves it for Aiti. Gets a little bit of cover and a bit of space here now. Closes the angle down, cuts that one in forward, up front door there. Looking there nicely there for his teammate, but unfortunately beats them all out over the back line. And just slipping wide to the left-hand side of that left-hand goalpost. So brought back in here now by Kian. Kian goes out the other way with it this time, across the far side of the field from us here at Polo Line. And it is now left for Pinello, and Pinello fizzes that one up forward, gives that ball a ride well over the halfway line. It comes down. Rashid onto this one first. Rashid Bindrai out in front there. Oh, and Aiti's coming back to try and get the hook. Gets the hook, fizzes the ball, gets a little backhand too. Beautiful play there by Aiti Garros. And now it is going to be Khalid. Khalid takes it away, but just shows too much to that one there to Chulu. Fizzes up, just gets that one out there for Garros. Garros back on the play here now. Pinello's in front, Kian's behind. They both go in front of him here now, but coming up onto it, gets a little bit of protection, just gets pushed into it there. Chulu thought, but play continues as Garros advances forward once more. He goes under the neck with that one there, and he places it up there nicely for Rashid Alabar. Alabar looking just to put this one away here now. Couldn't quite get the angle as much onto it as he wanted to, and in comes Pinello, just clear and tidied up once more. Backhand comes in by Chulu, who's first round, working hard. Garros away there from Kian Hall, and he puts it away there. Does Aiti Garros. This time making it 4 goals to Emaar, 3 to Bindrai. So the two teams here now lining up on umpire right. And hang on, we've got a shoe on the field, it looks like. So we'll just have that picked up off the field. Umpire right, looking to pick that one up. Get that. So the two teams will line up here now on umpire right. Now the shoe's being cleared from the field. Well spotted there by Rashid Bindrai, and the ball gets bowled in here now. Comes off away from it here is Chulu. There with him is turns, faces back up, back towards goal again once more. Chulu off on his own here now. He's got Khalid coming back to put the pressure on him. Does so nicely, and it's picked up by, on the near side there, by Pinello, who just flicks it in there for Kian. Kian turns, faces forward once more, gets some protection there from Pinello, then goes forward. Aiti just has to yield off, and he fizzes that one out forward, out wide, out towards the right-hand side. Rashid Bindrai going back onto this one there with Chulu. Gets told basically to take the man and leave it there, possibly for Pinello. But it is going to be coming away with it. It is going to be Chulu. Chulu comes in, plays the backhand. Ball comes off the pony and comes across the face. A little backhand there by Aiti, and picked up beautifully there by Chulu once more. Chulu looking to get going here now. He needs to, because he's got Pinello there in behind him. Kian's in front. He's got Ryan out there in front of him too. So Chulu this time opens that shoulder up and sends that one up the field. It feels short of both of those two there. Kian pushes him off, wide off, out of that play. Coming back onto it though, but tries to play a little bit of a backhand to spoil the play, but it falls nicely there for Pinello, and he makes a turning play back into attack once more for Bindrai, and sends that one straight up over the top of the players here now, trying to look for that one there. First onto it is Rashid Alabar. Nice backhand by him, setting it up here for Aiti Garros. Aiti Garros comes forward in between the two players, gets it half stolen and picks it up once more away there from Pinello. Garros coming forward, takes the hook, leads the ball this time, and he's got his man Chulu there in behind him, who comes in behind there of Kian. Looking for a little bit of space. Kian tries to steal it, and we get a whistle on the play. And it looks like we're going to go for a change. Let's see what we can see, if we can see it from the replay here. And reaching back for that play possibly. And so the players will quickly leave the field to change ponies, as we're only halfway through the chukker. Have a minute to change. So the ball's been sort of half-pie teed up there by umpire Wright. Emaar back in their camp, already changing up fortuitously closer to their camp, however. So been dry. Down there as Kian finally gets to the bottom end there, and he's other players quickly mounted back up again once more. Emaar already coming back out onto the field. So it looks like we have a spot penalty here now in favour of Emaar, with the score being 4 goals to Emaar, 3 goals is to Bindrai here in chucker number 3. So players called and Aiti Garros to come up to the penalty here now. Comes up to the undefended penalty and he just drops the mallet down on that one and trickles it inside the left-hand goalpost, taking Emaar. 5 goals it is to Emaar, 3 goals to Bindrai. We'll see on the replay here now. Comes up onto it and just sneaks that one inside the left-hand goalpost, but that'll do. Thank you very much indeed, he says. And back to the middle of the field it is once more for umpire Wright to get this ball bowled back into play once more. So 2 teams line up. Ball gets bowled into play. Cleanly off the back of the line now. Aiti comes away with it here now. Garros goes out towards the far side of the fields and the stable side of this field number 2 here now. Checks up, comes back inside, or looks to do so. Gets a nice bit of protection there, and he goes himself here. Does Garros. Garros looking to run this one all the way. In comes the backhand spoiling play, and the backhand is good there by Pinello, sending Aiti back once more to regain possession and mount an attack once again. Comes away there from Kian, just be met there by Pinello. He's going to have to come a little bit quicker because he's coming back onto him there. Is Kian, and the ball just fizzes out once more, and quickly coming onto that one there is Rashid Bindrai, saving it and pushing it out wide towards the boards here now in front of their camp there. But Chula has other ideas. He stops him in his tracks, and it is now going to be Pinello. Comes off the back of the melee. Comes past his man, but it looks like he's got a stick slightly hooked up in that one there. And we get a whistle on the play. And probably just in the turning play, he might have just gone across around the other side of him or coming in underneath him. And the umpires in due course have moved this up here now for a 5B. A midfield penalty in favour of Bindrai. So retiring back 30 yards will be Emaar as Pinello tees his ball up. Bit of a tussle going on up the front end there between Chulu and Kian as Pinello circles round up onto the play. Comes up to this one here. It's along the ground, but he gives that one a good ride. Who's looking to try and come and meet that one onto the near side? Comes Chulu inside there of Kian. Comes away with it. Kian thought it was going to pop round the other side of the pony there, but it is going to be Chulu. Chulu gets that one underneath the neck, looking there for Ryan up the middle of the field. Trying to come onto this one here. Ryan coming away from him. No, cruel. The head of his mallet comes off as well. And he looked like he was possibly going to get away with that one there, but just lost a bit of momentum, literally 2 strides from the ball. And Bindrai gently saying that they will wait, whilst Ryan quickly changes a mallet. But play has been called, and play they will. Pinello at the halfway line. This time gets under that one beautifully and gives it a ride up the front door there. Waiting for it is Kian, waiting for it to come down. Aiti has other ideas, gets hold of it, comes off the pony, and it just gets tapped away beautifully there by Kian Hall. No, it was actually Khalid going forward onto it and Kian finishing it off. Kian just sneaking in there at the last second and just putting it away. So that there, ladies and gentlemen, will end Chukka number 3 with the score being Bindrai 4, Emaar 5. And we will now go to a quick break and some messages and adverts from Polo Line. So welcome back here now, ladies and gentlemen, to Gantu Racing Polo Club, our 4th and possibly final Chukka in our 2nd match of the day. And we just went there for Khalid. A bit of pain in his hand or something it looked like. So he gains himself, gets back into the line out as umpire right lines him up and bowls that ball into play, and off the line out it comes. Beautiful play there by Khian, but pushed off out of it by Garros. Garros takes it forward onto his near side, being pursued there by Hall. Comes under his neck, goes wide out. Kian Hall looking to keep this pressure on, keeps pushing him deeper and deeper down into the far side there. Kian pushing. 80 comes away from him here now, reckons he's got the pony, and off he comes here now. Found a little bit of space for himself this time, has Garros, and he fizzes that one up the front door here now, looking for Alabar. Alabar up onto the play, and a lovely approach shot there by Rashid Alabar, maybe a little bit wide to the left. He's going to have to check out what plays he's going to make on this. Looks for the backhand, but unfortunately it just beats him out over the back line. Good teamwork there, and great use there of Rashid Alabar out the front. And so the ball's placed on the back line here now for Bindrais. Pinello spring into play. Sends that one underneath the neck. Looking there for Rashid. Rashid there with Rashid Alabar. Rashid Bindrai. First time play. Looks to send this one forward, but he goes out towards the boards. Picks it up, but in comes Garros. Garros has other ideas about this now, so he has to get a little bit more of a move on, turns it around the corner here, and he just gets caught in a bit of traffic in front of him there, but comes forward with it once more, and as he does, it just hops out over the boards. So the ball will be dropped down here now for Emaar. Chulu taps forward. Keeps his ball moving forward. Has got Garros in behind. Comes up. Checks. Goes forward. Goes up past one. Goes past two. But shows too much of that one there for Pinello, who just shuts that back door hard. And it's sending Garros back to go and pick this one up here now and make the turning play. He knows that Kieran's going to be there somewhere, and he finds him, locates him, and he looks like he's going to try and check and come. Ball comes one way, comes the other way, looking to unsight him, looking to find a little bit of space. Tries to just flick that one under the neck. He loses that one there as he picks it up on the near side. Gets met there by Kieran Hall, who kept his eye on the ball. And so we can see on the replay here now, just lost sight of it and tried to pick it up on that near side, but Kieran had got himself there, turned round and on his stick side. And this ball's going to get marched up the field here for a short penalty here this time in favour of Bindrai. So we have a 40-yard penalty here now. After all, the man was free, there was a way, there was no defenders in front of him. So this one's been moved all the way to the 40-yard spot for Pinello and Bindrai. Pinello circling around here now. For the 40, he hits it low, tries to stop it there, does Aiti, but unfortunately he couldn't get enough on it to hit that wide, and through the goal it carries. 5 goals apiece it is here now in Chaka number 4. So she tried to get a bit of that one there, did Aiti. I think it did make contact with it, but now the two teams lining up here. In the middle of the field for umpire right, try and bowl this ball in play. Into play it goes, out the back of the line. Garros comes away with it once more, gets stopped there by Pinello. Guerrero comes away with it here now. Guerrero gets hooked off out of it, heels off, leaves it now for Aiti. Goes past 2 players, but in turn leaves the ball now for Chulu. Chulu going forward here now. Chulu coming forward. Chulu wanting to make one more tap to try and put this one through and try to get that one through the goal, but it's just gone to the wide to the right-hand side of the goals. That defence there had been dry around that goal, being very strong indeed. And so it is going to be Pinello. So bring it in here now. Pinello draws Garros in, sends it up here now for Kian. Kian looks to take the bouncing ball. Kian comes up forward once again. Kian Hall coming up there with Rashid. Rashid there, not intimidated, looking to keep and push it wide onto this one here. Kian, good play there by Rashid, keeping him off it here now, and it falls for Aiti. Aiti comes round the corner. Rashid Bindrai in turn comes to him, so he's taken away by Chulu. Aiti on the play here now. Rashid Alabar up the middle of the field, but Aiti goes by himself, gets up past 2 players here now. Aiti Garros coming forward once again. Garros takes the bouncing ball, has a bit of cane onto it, but first onto this one here looks like it's going to be Pinello. Pinello checks up, comes inside of Garros. Garros manages to pick it up, but he was hopping and bouncing around in front of him. We get a whistle on the play. And we just look for a free change here now. And we can see on the replay here now that he puts that one there underneath the pony, and well, the umpires have blown the whistle. And the players will quickly leave the field to change ponies. With a minute to change. And then we'll be back with you in a moment. Kian's just taking a shoe, or trying to take a shoe off the field. And we will result in a penalty 4. It'll probably be. Kian's just gone back to take a horseshoe off the field. And the ball has been placed down for a penalty 4. A 60-yard penalty this time. as Emaar start to make their way back onto the field, as do Bindrai. 5 goals apiece it is here in chukker number 4. And just under 3 minutes before the first hooter goes. So back, defending their goal, Emaar. Pinello. Onto this one here now. Pony just coming back at him a little bit, but he gets hold of that one nicely. Is it straight enough? They reckon it might have gone wide, but the umpires and the goal judge say no. Through the goals it is for 6 goals now to Bindrai. 5 to Emaar. So yes, you can clearly see on the drone there this time that yes, it was through. And so the two teams back to the middle of the field. Pinello just looking for a new man. It comes back. Bowls that ball into play. Off here it comes. There's a near side play there from Kian. Kian on his near side again. Pushes it a little bit wide. Comes back onto it there. Does Chulu. Chulu checks his pony up. Back onto his near side with Rashid. Spoiling that play nicely. Over the top of it they come. And Kian tries to pick it up. But it's left there for Aiti Garos. Aiti comes forward here this time. In comes Rashid. Has other ideas about it. Good play there by Rashid. Comes back onto the play. But Chulu's got there before him. Turns it back into him. Has to yield off it. Chulu on the play here now. Goes under the neck and fishes that one out here now for Aiti Garos. Aiti being marked there by Pinello. Tries to come up past him. Gets away from him here now. And it is Aiti Garos going towards goal. He's gone a little wide. He's going to have to go with that next shot. Has he got enough on it? Flicked in there on the near side after taking the man beautifully there. Did Chulu, and through the goal it is. Levelling it up 1-1 it is. Goal to Bindrai. Goal to Emaar. 6 goals apiece it is here now in chukker number 4. And a minute and a half to go left. You can see there, took that man beautifully there, did Chulu. Onto his near side, and then with his next shot through the goals for Chulu Guevara. And so, line the two Guerrero rather, sends the ball into play off the back of the line. Looks to pick that one up on his near side, comes round, just tries to steal that one away. Just kind of, but we get a whistle on that play. On the replay here now, he picks it up on that near side, comes round forward. He was sort of across him as he was going, but the ball was going backwards from the halfway. So we have a spot penalty here now. Plays cool. Aiti brings it in. Guerrero goes up forward. Aiti brings it up here now to Rashid. Aiti on the move. Guerrero gets taken off out of it there by Pinello, but Aiti keeps possession here once again. Coming back to now, his pair. Backhand comes in there. Tries to choose first round to pick it up here now, and it's going to be Garros once again. Garros, but going back to him there is going to be Pinello. Pinello gets the hook. Beautiful clearing shot there by Rashid Bindrai. Out towards the side here now by Rashid. And it goes out over the boards, but a very good, strong next shot there by him, clearing it away from the danger area. So the ball's dropped down, a free hit to be taken here now by Guerrero. Pricks it up himself. Guerrero, Chulu tapping it up there. Keeps moving forward, yields off, leaves it now for Aiti. Gives him some protection, brings it forward once again. Has to get up past Rashid, but in comes Pinello. Pinello tries to take that ball in the air away from him. He goes up past the goal mouth, goes with a little backhand. The backhand tail shot in towards the goal, but just goes wide to the right-hand side. Nice attempt there, but 6 goals apiece it is, and we've just got a matter of seconds. We've got 30 seconds left to play. First bell, we could go to overtime again here in match number 2. And it is now Kian gives that ball a ride, fizzes that one up forward nicely up the field here. First onto it, though, is going to be Guerrero. Guerrero comes in, plays the backhand in towards the middle of the field. Well picked up by Rashid. Beautiful play there by Rashid. Rashid going forward, but Aiti Garos has got other thoughts of it. And coming back on the near side is Khalid. Khalid looking for the bouncing ball on the near side. Couldn't reach out for that one there. There goes the second hooter, ladies and gentlemen. That there will end chukker number 4. So we are going yet again into overtime. Golden goal here this afternoon. At the end of chukker number 4, it's 6 goals apiece. And we'll now go to a few messages and adverts from Polarline.
Long time ago, I went riding before polo, but I was on and off with riding. Then, I don't remember the year, maybe it was 2004, I believe. We got more into polo. We were training with Petraki, if you know him, Nico. And we just didn't stop from there, you know. We just every year improving our polo. There was a gap, obviously, when we moved for university. But now that we are back and based here, living here again, we are enjoying it year on year. Well, I'm honored and happy to be a part of this team, and as well with the support from my father. You know, he has a big passion for polo. He loves the sport. He actually brought the sport, he introduced it to the country. Being part of a team, you know, playing with my brothers is the best feeling, I think, in the world, honestly. We play sometimes with 2 or 3 professionals, like in the high goal. You play 3 pros, one bin dry. We don't enjoy it as much as when we're together. Well, you know, Ghantut is a beautiful club. They have the best fields in the country, I believe so. They also support the sport for many years. They support as well the local Emirati players, which in my opinion is very important. Esteban Panello, you know, he's a great guy, funny guy, he's positive. Every time we're around the Panellos, they have something positive about them. He's very organized. You know, he manages a club as well, so he's not just a polo professional, but he's also more of a manager. And I think with him on the team and managing the team is a very big, it's important for us.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Ghantut Racing and Polo Club for our second golden goal. We're in front of that goal up that top end. You can see from on screen, chukker by chukker. At the end of chukker number 1, it was 2 goals to 1 in favour of Bindrai. 3 all at chukker number 2. 4 goals it was to Bindrai. 5 for Emaar. 6 all at the end of chukker number 4. And the 2 teams are lining up there on umpire. But here's Mabeni from the inside out to get this ball bowled in front of that Emaar goal. Bowls that ball in the line out. Looking for that one on the was. Sorry, it was Chulu looking for it, but it's Kian's come away with it. He got that one stolen away from him. Good steal there by Aiti, and Chulu comes away with this here now. Up over the halfway line, going back up the middle of the field is going to be Pinello, cutting the angle down. Good pressure there by Khalid. Straightens it up nicely there into the middle of the field. Onto the near side comes Aiti. Aiti flicks it back in once more. Can he get onto that one? Chulu comes in, goes with a shot to goal, and through the goal it is. They had a great part of that there. Beautiful combination work there between Aiti Garros and Chulu Guerrero. We can see on the replay here, just flicks that one back in. He had to work hard to get back onto it though, did Chulu. And underneath the pony's neck, he goes with that one and through the goal. So running out the winners, congratulating each other, of course, is Emaar in overtime golden goal. 7 goals to 6 over Bindrai. So Pete Wright just undoing it. And there you go. You see, you can have a chukker by chukker. A little bit more relaxedly this time, so trying to get that ball into play. It was 2 goals to Bindrai at the end of chukker number 1 and only 1 for Emaar. 3 apiece at the end of chukker number 2. Emaar were in the lead at the end of chukker number 3, 5 goals to 4. And then chukker number 4, 6 apiece. So we went to overtime golden goal. And the final score there by Chulu Guerrero, making it 7 goals to 6. So the stats there of this game. We have field goals, 4 from Bindrai, 5 from Emaar. Throw-ins, pretty even Stevens, 6 to 7 for Emaar. Fouls committed, 5 to 7. Nice clean game here, that game was. penalties, 2 from 2 for Bindrai, 2 from 3 though from Emaar. Corners, and no yellow cards. So a wonderful match here to close the day out at Gantut between Bindrai and Emaar. And so, ladies and gentlemen, for myself, Adam Snowden and Polo Line, and all of us here at Gantut, we look forward to you tuning in on Thursday for our semi-finals of the Emirates Polo Championship International.